Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Friday. My name is Kevin Tetcher, the founder and CEO here at Independence Title. Welcome back to another fantastic episode today. We're bringing to you some cool technology with Eddie Acevedo from AccuTour.
Hello.
Since 2003, Independence Title has been the leading provider of title insurance, real estate, and mortgage closing services in Fort Lauderdale, as well as throughout the entire state of Florida. Independence Title, come close with us.
Eddie, happy Friday. Welcome to the show.
A very happy Friday to you. Thank you for having me this afternoon.
Oh, it's our pleasure. It's our pleasure. We got some cool stuff we're talking about. I know you know Dave in my office, my general manager, very well. He said you have some cool technology that we're going to talk about and bring over to our community. We have tons of realtors and investors, a lot of brokers, a lot of people in the real estate industry, obviously, because we're a title company. So I think now more than ever, your stuff is so relevant to what we're talking about. So tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
So native Floridian, we lived here my entire life. And we created AccuTour out of the need, kind of like what you said, David, out of the need to provide a unique digital media service to our realtors. Starting out as a realtor myself and knowing what the photos look like on the MLS, we just decided to take it to the next level. And that was way back in 2015, so a little bit ago.
Wow. So you got ahead of the curve. I know Dave said you're big into gaming and stuff. So I think this kind of fits right in because we're talking about virtual tours. Obviously, with the COVID-19, one of the big questions is, what do we do? What do we do to show our house and get more buyers? So let's talk a little bit. What is AccuTour? What does it provide?
So AccuTour is an end-to-end digital media company. And what we mean is we provide all services that a realtor could use for their listing, like photography, drone, 3D virtual tours, virtual staging, so on and so forth. So we are a full service in-house. We do everything in-house so that you're dealing with us from start to finish.
And now, how did you know COVID-19 was coming? Like, how did you know to adapt to the world? Like, you were going to have a product that was just coming on the market.
Back in 2015, when we started, I always thought that there must be an easier way to show properties, making it more productive with our time. And so I did a lot of research. I found a 3D company out in California called Matterport that sold the hardware. And I said, you know what, this could probably work here in Southeast Florida. And then we just hit the town running back in 2015, knocking on brokerages, explaining like a 3D virtual tour is a 365, 24/7 open house that anyone can access as long as they have Wi-Fi. And it allows your house to be shown, especially, this is before COVID-19. If you have a property that's occupied by an owner that doesn't necessarily want people tramping through the home every single day, or if you have that buyer that can only make it at that really odd time, a listing agent could share with the buyer's agent and say, hey, take this video, show your buyer, or take this 3D virtual tour, show your buyer. And the really cool thing we've seen is that the MLS has actually evolved to allow you to input the 3D virtual tour link so that they can pretty much add it to the MLS. And when it gets shipped over to Zillow or to Trulia or to Realtor.com, where it says virtual tour, they can click on it. And then the potential buyer can visit the 3D virtual tour right there and then.
Unbelievable. Sounds super expensive, though. So let's talk a little bit about, pricing. How does it work? I mean, is it like $5,000 for this that'll sell your home virtually?
Well, no, I wish it was $5,000, but no. Another thing at AccuTour, we do provide a very quality, top notch service. Our pricing with 3D virtual tours, and I believe there might be a slide on it as well. Our pricing with 3D virtual tours, when we're only dealing with 3D virtual tours, it's actually very simple. It's 15 cents a square foot living area. And then there's a $25 hosting fee. And underneath, you can see where it says includes. It includes a 3D virtual tour, which is fully navigable. We provide a branded and unbranded landing page so that you can be MLS compliant. And then we also host that 3D virtual tour for 1 calendar year on our servers. And then at the end of that year, you have a chance to renew it if you want. But if you don't need it anymore, then we can at least remove it from our servers. So it's actually pretty affordable, some basic math. If you have a 2,000 square foot home, sitting at, I'm doing it right now. If you have a 2,000 square foot home sitting at 15 cents a square foot, you're looking at $300 plus the 25. So you're looking at 3.25.
Wow, amazing. You know, I listed, my grandmother unfortunately passed away back in January, and I'm the heir to the estate. So not the heir, the trustee to the estate.
Trustee,
so we listed the home, and we used one of these, and we sold the home in 6 hours using a virtual tour. You know, before I knew you, but we did do a virtual tour and we sold it. Amazing. 6 hours from hitting the MLS. We sold it to the first buyer that walked through it virtually. Did come out to check it out, but they wanted it before even seeing the property. So it definitely is very powerful. Let's shift focus a little bit, you know, because we are talking about virtual tours, 24-hour, you know, big technology. We're talking about drones. A lot of people want drone technology, whether it was to inspect the roof of a house as opposed to having to go up on to the roof, or just to get a cool view. So tell me a little bit about the drone technology. What do you do with that?
So drone is an interesting world. I'm sure your viewers are well aware that the drones are heavily regulated. You know, they're unmanned aircraft, if you will. So what I'm noticing, just kind of as a safeguard, because it's all about knowledge, if someone is using a drone company or a drone pilot, they need to make sure that they're properly licensed and insured by the FAA, because God forbid that drone falls out of the sky and lands on a Maserati. They might come after the person with the money, being the realtor. So definitely be sure to ask the right questions. And then the other thing with drones, we make use of predominantly the DJI family. So in the DJI family, we have Phantom 4s. I myself use the Maverick Pro or the Maverick Professional, which is a faster drone. And then we also have the Mavic Air. But with drones, they can get you that bird's eye perspective. They can get you that kind of, like, I call it's lifestyle photography, you know, like, oh, that house is next to the beach, or, oh, in the backyard is that national reserve. So definitely using video with that, as well as photography, because we provide both video production with drone and we also provide photography with it. But yeah, and with drone, you definitely want to abide by those FAA rules and regulations, because you don't want it being shot out of the sky.
Absolutely. And for those of you that are watching, you know, we do talk about technology. We talk about COVID-19. We talk about tools that enhance your business. So just a little quick plug, obviously, for the book. You saw that on other videos, we're giving away our copy of Rescue Your Business, totally free. You get a hard copy of the book. We will mail it to you if you want. Just simply email David at TitleRate.com. That's David@TitleRate.com to get your free copy. Because now more than ever, dealing with COVID-19, we want to make sure you have all the tools necessary in order to be successful. So now back to talking about this drone. I do remember, you know, it's funny. I remember my grandparents have lived in Florida for a long time. And I always remember flying in, and still to this day, I do it. You know, as soon as you're landing in Florida, you're always looking out the window, looking for your house. And I always try and take photos. And if I see something like an area that I know a friend of mine lives, I snap a picture of the area and send it to them. So, I mean, it is super cool to have kind of an overview that is real time. You know, Google Earth is delayed. So that is pretty cool. Let's talk about devices. You know, now people are always, you know, it used to be things would only work on a computer. How does your technology work across different types of platforms? Is it a mobile app? Is it mobile responsive? For the ease of the client that may not be so up on technology, how do they access this stuff?
So it's super simple. Typically there'll be a play button on the actual tour. And as this slide says, you know, it's entirely compatible with all smartphones, tablets, and personal computers. So you can pretty much access it wherever, whenever. On your phone, obviously, you're going to use your finger to kind of move around. On the computer, you're going to use your mouse or your keyboard to move around the space, but it's totally compatible, totally accessible. I haven't ran into a phone that can't run it, and it's literally just a link. You click on it, and then now, boom, they're in their property. And one thing, David, that I thought of is that I've had a lot of realtors, I've encouraged them on the signs in the front yard, you know, they can still put the signs in the yard, have a rider made up that says, view this home in 3D. And then it clicks that, you know, maybe you do like a little short link. And like on this particular slide, if you click the center play button on this particular slide, it'll actually load the 3D virtual tour, and it'll begin to allow you to navigate the space so that they can explore it at their leisure. But the sign writer, I'm telling you, that thing is gold. Like you said, you were able to sell your grandmother's home recently using 3D virtual tour so quickly. Think about it. People are doing a lot of walking, right? They're going to say, what's 3D virtual tour? And the coolest thing is, not only are you able to sell that home quick, or, you know, for the most money in the shortest time possible, but think of all the extra listings they're going to be able to pick up. Like, who's doing this? You know, I mean, we've been preaching this gospel for, you know, 5 years, and people are like, we do stay pretty productive. We have a very large team, and it just amazes me that now more than ever, people are like, oh, 3D virtual tours. And with 3D virtual tours, it's really interesting. This is a little bit even greater technology. I know you guys are seeing the 3D and 360 VR Google cameras or goggles. This, what you're looking at, is actually called Merge. It's what they call a 3D or a VR camera or a goggles. You just slide your cell phone into the front on the Matterport tours or the 3D virtual tours. You're actually, there's a little goggle icon on the bottom right. You could click that, turn your phone to landscape view, you know, sideways, and then put it right in this viewer, and it's like you're really there in real life, because it splits the signal up to 2 screens, and then literally it's seamless. And you can literally grab this Merge 3D goggles probably on Amazon. I think it was like $36 last time I checked. How powerful would that be? I mean, when we can get back to doing listing presentations.
A video game, I could put that on my head, and I can literally walk through the property just
literally
goggles.
Yeah, literally. Like, literally, you go to our 3D virtual tour, you press the play button, and then on the bottom right, you're going to see a little goggles icon. You click that, you turn your phone, you know, sideways like you would view a YouTube video, and you slide it in the front. And then literally you're like looking around, like, and moving and like exploring the space like you're really there.
This is unbelievable. You know, I could picture it right now that agents will have these custom branded goggles. They are going to FedEx them to their clients. The clients are going to be able to utilize the goggles to search pretty much every property that they're looking for, because we know everyone's going to be using this technology at some point. So that's kind of where they're going to be doing these virtual showings. You know, I'm always looking, and I have one more question for you, and then you know, we're going to wrap it up because I like to keep them short and sweet here. But, you know, we talk about the COVID-19 and all of the technology, and I'm so honored to get on the call with you today, just to be able to see that there was someone else that was ahead of the curve. You know, because we do a lot when we talk about virtual closings, remote online closings, and we've been doing them since 2018, where everyone is first trying to figure out how do you do them now just because of COVID-19. Or we've been doing electronic recording since 2013, and there was still some counties as of December that didn't have the technology. And now every county but one in the state of Florida is online. So it's amazing how in our industry, and I'm sure we're going to feel the effects of it at some point, but right now the effects that we're feeling are actually very positive, because it's had such a positive impact to advance our industry forward. So my last question for you is, what are you seeing out there? How has COVID-19 affected your business when it comes to doing these virtual tours for listings?
Actually, it's made my business a little bit easier, because the 3D virtual tour is so intense and uses 9 different infrared lenses to capture the actual space. When you have people in the home, it can make it that much more complicated. So a lot of homeowners, they will step out. Of course, we come fully prepared with the gloves and the face masks, and even like those little booties sometimes on the feet. And we've noticed that it's actually been a little bit easier because people are stepping out of the home. And you know what? The quicker we're able to get the 3D virtual tour completed in the home, the quicker we can get it back to our customers. And our turnaround time is only 2 business days, and you'll have it there. Sometimes it's sooner, but a maximum 2 business days.
All right, let me just check and see if there's any questions from anyone before we start wrapping up. What's a great way for people to get a hold of you? I know we have your information on here, but just tell them in case they're listening only.
Of course. You can visit our website, AccuTour.com. So that's ACCU tour.com, like an accurate tour, that's abbreviated, AccuTour.com. You could email us at info@AccuTour.com. You could also call us or text us at 954-281-2137, 954-281-2137, or find us on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube at AccuTour. You'll find us there all over the place.
Awesome. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. I know it's Friday. You're a busy person. But thank you for taking the time to hop on this call and just kind of educate. We're trying to do these videos a couple of times a week just to educate people now more than ever on different technologies and different things to keep them positive during this tough economic time. And I think today you definitely brought some added value with this technology. So Eddie, thanks for joining us on the show today. I appreciate it. And I hope to meet you soon.
Awesome, David. Well, I appreciate you guys. And you know what? I tip my hat because you guys are definitely being the most proactive title company that I've come across so far. So congratulations on that, my friend. I wish you guys all the best.
Thank you. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Everyone else, thanks for watching Title Town Hall. We'll bring you another episode next week. We are having a very big name speaker coming up here, I believe, next Friday. So start looking for that information. Very well-known real estate speaker, known internationally. We're going to be doing a very brief 10 to 15-minute interview. So you do not want to miss it. So please like, share, comment, invite your friends to our presentation, invite your friends to our Facebook page so they can watch our next live episode. So as always, my name is Kevin Thatcher, the founder and CEO here at Independence Title. And as soon as COVID-19 passes, I look forward to seeing you and your clients at the closing table. Stay safe, have a great day, and enjoy your weekend. Bye, everyone.